Coming up on News2, an update on the modernization project that was unveiled from Innovative more than a year ago. And Catholic Charities of the Virgin Islands broke ground on a new building project Friday on St. Croix to continue to assist those in need. Plus, it's Alcohol Awareness Month. Coast has some events planned to send a message. Hello, welcome, and thanks for joining us on this edition of News2. I'm Sandra Romancing. Innovative is rapidly completing their modernization project. Last week, they announced that they'll be working in the Contant and Frenchtown areas of St. Thomas, and with those added areas, they're on track to be finished with the outside work throughout the territory by June. News2's Erica Parsons has an update.
Since they unveiled their plans more than a year ago to upgrade Innovative's network, the company has been working at warp speed to complete their modernization project.
We've been working on this project for over 18 months, and we are now in a number of areas, about 20 areas in St. Thomas, St. John, and on St. Croix, about 16 areas. What we're doing now is really focusing on the fact that we have 70% of the outside plant upgrade completed, which is great. But now we need to have our customers converted.
That conversion means that Innovative will have to go into every home and business to do an installation.
We have never done an upgrade of this size. I mean, it's comprehensive. So every single customer that we have, either with telephone, cable, or high-speed internet service, has to be converted.
Innovative crews have been working aggressively to provide improved service that will offer faster, more reliable telephone, cable, and internet service soon.
Our hope is to complete the outside plant upgrade by June and then complete the conversion for all the installs by the end of the year.
Innovative says residents can expect to receive calls from the company's telemarketers who will be scheduling appointments when technicians are in their area.
For a number of years, the company unfortunately wasn't really investing in upgrading or maintaining the service. The technology changes pretty quickly, so we're finally doing this. When this is all over, it's going to just be an amazing situation for not only our customers, but for potential new businesses coming in.
Erica Parsons, News2.
Innovative will be announcing additional areas they'll be in St. Croix next week. Innovative is the parent company of CBS TV2. Well, in other news, the Rules and Judiciary Committee met at the Senate on St. Croix yesterday to consider a number of nominations and a bill that would require a written response from the Senate President's office or division heads of the legislature when a request is made in writing.
I just want to put it on record that it is so needed that UVI works with the Department of Education in whatever way they can to even help their instruction level to make sure that kids who want to go to school, go to college, are actually prepared to do so. It's a huge issue, as I'm sure you're aware.
I am aware of it, and the hard part is if the kids who have to take remedial classes then tend not to finish because they're still starting way behind from a time perspective.
Right.
Officials will write recommendation letters for persons seeking parole. What's your thoughts about that?
Well, it has a bearing because it could attest to the person's personality or so I give it some thought. Okay. Because I don't think that you should exclude everything.
Well, the Bureau of Internal Revenue encourages tax filers to visit their website at vibir.gov to review their tax tips. As News2 reported, they also have a last chance initiative to collect some $12 million from 300 non-tax filers. That initiative deadline is May 17th. The deadline for tax filing is April 15th. Here are a few tips from the experts.
Tax tip number 1, file all returns by the due date. Tax tip number 2, include your current mailing address. Number 3, make sure that Social Security numbers are provided for the taxpayer, spouse, and all dependents. An incorrect or missing Social Security number will delay the processing of your return. And if there's a refund due, that will be delayed, and we don't want that to happen. Attach copy B of your W-2 VI to the tax return. Please make sure all schedules and related forms are securely stapled to the return. Tax returns that do not have the appropriate forms attached may cause a delay in processing.
Catholic Charities of the Virgin Islands broke ground on a new building project Friday on St. Croix. The 3-story facility will help extend the agency's reach to reach people in need. And officials say they're thankful to the VI Housing Finance Authority for funding the project. They're also thankful to Rita Schuster and St. Anne Church for donating the property.
What we're going to have here are 10 efficiency apartments for homeless individuals. Within this building, there will also be a soup kitchen and outreach programs.
You know, the problem of homelessness is very important as we aim as a agency to provide decent, safe, and sanitary housing. So projects like this that would provide supportive services to aid the homeless is one that we will continue to fund.
The Knights of Malta have always been known for their care for the poor, so it was quite appropriate for her to give this property then to Catholic Charities to complete or to pursue this project.
Police say juvenile detectives arrested a 17-year-old male minor after he was found to be in possession of stolen items. The same day, homeowners from at least 3 residences called police to report their homes had been burglarized. The homeowners identified the items found in the minor's possession as belonging to them. On April 11th at 5 p.m., detectives were making a check of the areas in and observed the suspicious male individual carrying a duffel bag and a box. The officers made a further inspection and found the minor was carrying electronic equipment, including an iPad, laptop, and a PlayStation. He also had jewelry, 14 small bags of marijuana packaged for sale, and a 9mm semi-automatic handgun. The minor was arrested, taken to the police station, and charged with 2 counts of burglary, 3rd degree, possession of an unlicensed firearm, and grand larceny. A check of the firearm by the Firearms Bureau revealed that the weapon found in the minor's possession is the same weapon an owner reported stolen from his home in Savannah on April 8th. North Korea is warning Japan, a close U.S. ally, that it will be the first target if war breaks out with the United States. The threat came as Secretary of State John Kerry arrived in Seoul for talks with South Korean leaders. We get more from Danielle Nottingham at the State Department.
Outside South Korea's Foreign Ministry building, demonstrators told visiting U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry they want peace with North Korea.
John Kerry, peace talk now!
Inside, Kerry sat down with South Korean leaders and warned North Korea's leader not to wage war with the U.S. or its allies.
Kim Jong-un needs to understand, as I think he probably does, what the outcome of a conflict would be.
Kerry's stop in Seoul comes amid concerns North Korea is getting ready to test fire another missile. And a new report from the Defense Intelligence Agency indicates the North may be capable of arming a missile with a nuclear warhead. Both the State Department and White House are downplaying the report, insisting North Korea has not demonstrated the capability to make a nuclear weapon small enough to attach to a missile.
Obviously, they have conducted a nuclear test. So there's some kind of device, but that is very different from miniaturization.
Former White House advisor on North Korea, Victor Cha, says the regime is more than just talk.
There certainly is a lot of bluster, but I think they are a threat. Their missile and nuclear programs are developing. There's nothing that's stopping them from developing, and they're seeking a capability where they can reach the United States.
Secretary Kerry is headed to China next. He'll ask North Korea's #1 ally to help turn up the pressure on the regime. Danielle Nottingham, CBS News, the State Department.
And keeping our eye on the economy, the stock market is trying to keep its recent record rally alive. Both the Dow and S&P rose to new all-time highs. That was on Wednesday. More positive news on the job market could help extend the rally. The government says the number of Americans applying for unemployment benefits fell sharply last week by 42,000 to 346,000. Here's a look at the New York Stock Exchange. The Dow, NASDAQ, S&P all down. The Dow 8, NASDAQ 5, S&P 4. Coming up on News 2, the tropical scene for Carnival 2013 continues. our Carnival Corner with the planning information you'll need. And don't forget to gather up all those pennies and drop them off. A small gesture that can make a huge difference for those less fortunate. We'll be right back. Well, it's time for our Carnival Corner, a reminder of what's in store this weekend. And tonight, of course, it's the revival of Brassorama. The bands compete at 8 p.m. featuring the St. Croix Educational Complex, Charles Maui High School, and the Ivana Udorican High School. It's an opportunity for you to take a good listen to the brass sections of the band. Now on Saturday is the Calypso Review. Some outstanding Calypsonians from home and abroad, hosted by Tommy Joseph, including Yankee Boy, Pink Panther, Brown Boy, David Rudder, and King Spade. It's a night of music, comedy, and camaraderie. Now on Sunday, it's all about the young ones with the Toddlers Derby at 5 p.m. Now the toddlers are preparing right now and training hard for that 15-yard course to the finish line. Then it's the best dressed as a doll as the young ones make a creative costumes depicting the theme. And the traditional games at 7 p.m. Some of the newcomers get a taste of old-time fun, and the old-timers an opportunity to reminisce with games like jacks, marbles, potato sack contest, hoops races, and more. Now Monday, it's carnival time at the Schneider Regional Medical Center, taking the festivities to those who can't make it out. Patients get a sneak peek of the parade. Also, Wyco and Dion Parson presents Cool Sessions Brass for a Carnival Jamboree, another West Indian Company dock party, and pre-warm-up for Carnival Village Entertainment. That's coming up on Tuesday from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. April 16 at the West Indian Company dock. St. Thomas's Cool Session will command center stage for the entire evening. The band is comprised of Stanley Charles on bass guitar, Michael Coggins on trombone, Erwin Bertrand on drums, Desmond Charles on trumpet, Tichelle Knight lead vocals, Sally Charles keyboard, Rudy Sebastian trumpet, Rashio Okendo keyboards, and Nicholas Victorian on the lead vocals. Joel Francis will join the band as guest guitarist. Well, what started out 13 years ago as a way to showcase St. Croix restaurants has become a week-long celebration and named one of the top 10 international food and wine festivals. The St. Croix Food and Wine Experience has become an extremely popular event, and it begins this Sunday.
We have been named by ForbesTraveler.com a top 10 international food and wine event, one of the best food and wine events in the world. International acclaim. That's something that really puts St. Croix on the map for positive reasons. So I can't say enough about how wonderful this event series is for St. Croix, what positive press it is.
Sunday opens up with Cuisine on the Green, and that's at Carambola Golf Course. It's a really, really fun event. You can either enter as a golfer, and at each of the holes there's bites and spirits, and you can also enter as a taster if you're not very into golf. So you can ride around on the golf course and just stop at each hole. It's really fun.
Looks like a fun event. Meanwhile, VI Finest Foods is inviting you to a groundbreaking ceremony on Saturday at 11 a.m. to 1 right here in St. Thomas in Lindbergh Bay at the Old Merchants Market next to the UVI Golf Course. You can check it out and learn what's in store at this business casual cocktail event. You'll hear about the plans for the large supermarket planned on that side of the island. Again, that's this Saturday, April 13th from 11 to 1 p.m. And just a reminder, for the month of April, every Friday, Saturday, the Nigel Hodge Foundation is having a penny drive. This weekend, they will be at the Kmart stores, Cost You Less, Plaza Extra. You can call Mrs. Josephine Hodge if you can't make it, and they will pick up your pennies. The number to call is 777-9530. That's 777-9530. This local organization assists sick children and their families in need. Fashion Link VI is looking for aspiring and experienced people in the fashion industry for their first ever expose competition. This August, April 15th, is the deadline to enter for the early bird registration fee, and interested people should log on to www.kisorasfashion.com. Some of the proceeds will benefit the American Cancer Society and Junior Achievers.
Of this event is to draw attention to the Virgin Island and the talent that we have here in the fashion industry. I want to bring people here. Our people always have to leave to show what they have. We have at-risk children that could even get an opportunity to have options and maybe get a career or even be entrepreneurs. The winners will win cash, a trophy, a 1-year contract with my website, and also they'll be able to enter free for the Fashion Link VI International Career and Fashion Week, February 2014.
Well, lots of events happening this weekend, and if you're heading out to the carnival events, you definitely want to stick around for your News to Weather forecast. That's coming up next.